Welcome to this evening wind down. Before we settle in for the night, let's use this evening time and take a few moments to unwind, release tension, and calm the mind. Gentle evening stretches like this help to signal our body that it's time for rest, making sleep deeper and more refreshing. So find a cozy space, take a deep breath, and let's find relaxation together. In today's practice, I will be using bolsters and a block. Grab anything that could substitute for bolsters and blocks if you don't have them. Let's begin our practice seated on our calves with the big toes touching and the knees out wide. Bring your bolster right between the legs and bring some height to your bolster. Stack another bolster under it or put your yoga block right under it. Seated here, let's take a moment and roll the shoulders back, releasing the shoulders, the neck, and the upper back. And make sure your props are nice and close. And then find an exhalation and release the upper body down onto your props. Lie with your right cheek down first. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Rest the palms of the hands on the ground. Release the hips, the upper back, mid back, and lower back. And you can also take this child's pose without any props. Listen to your body and give it what it needs today. We're going to lift the head and switch to lie over onto the left cheek. Let the belly be free and expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, can you melt, release tension, and let go of the body? Gently push into the hands to release. Bring the upper body up and move your props off to the side. We'll be using them later. Keep the legs as is and come down into your child's pose without any props. And then you're going to lift the upper body and walk the hands over to the left, taking our child's pose into a side body stretch. Release the forehead down onto the ground, or you could bend the left elbow and rest the forehead down on the top of the left hand. Feel the ribs expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, can you melt the upper back down closer to the ground? Use your inhalation to come up and release and walk the hands over to the right side. Take the same variation and feel the side stretch all the way from the left hip point all the way up through the side body to the underarm. Make sure to release and relax the left shoulder down. Inhale, come back up to center. And come forward to lie down flat on the stomach. We're going to move into Sphinx pose. Grab a hold of opposite elbows to make sure that the elbows are shoulders distance apart and right under the shoulders. Bring the forearms forward, fingertips face forward. Roll the shoulders back, draw the scapulas together towards each other. Draw your heart center forward. And relax your chin down so that you can make sure that the back of the neck is long. Shake out the hips and wiggle them a little bit to make sure that you're not clenching your buttocks. And energetically and slightly drag back the elbows towards the hips to make sure that the shoulders are moving back and the heart center is moving forward. Let's take a quad stretch. Bend the left knee, reach back and grab a hold of the outer part of the left foot. Release the upper body down. Feel the stretch in the left quadricep. Use your breath cycle and your exhalations to help you to relax and release tension. Now you're going to switch the hold on the left foot, grabbing a hold of the inside of the left foot. Gently flex your left toes and draw your left foot away from the body, bringing the stretch into the left side of the neck and the left shoulder. We're going to release and switch over to the right side. Bend the right knee. Grab a hold of the outside of the right foot. Release your front hip points into the ground. Now we're going to switch the hold on the right foot, grabbing the inside of the right foot. Gently flex your toes and pull the right foot away from the body. Release your right foot and stay on your stomach. Bend the left knee up and out to the side, coming into half frog. Make a 90-degree angle with the knee joint. The knee and the ankle are aligned, and your left toes point to the left. You can keep the upper body up, or to make it more restorative, bring the forehead down. Release the left hip down. Let's release. Bring the left leg back behind you, and let's move over to the right side. Bend the right knee up and out to the side. Release both hip points down towards the ground. Scan the body. Make sure you're not holding any tension anywhere else. Your next inhalation, we're going to release here and come to a seated position. This is a good place to grab a hold of your bolster. We're going to take a seated butterfly pose. Bring your soles of your feet together and decide what works for you this evening. Do you want the heels to be closer to the hips to get deeper into the hip points? Drawing your feet away from the hips helps you to get more into the lower back. You can place the bolster right between the legs or on the ground and using it to support the head. The most important thing is that the upper body and the neck is as relaxed as possible. So find the position that works for you here. Breathe and find your relaxation. Deep breathe and release the knees, the hips, the lower back. Release the jaw, the shoulders. Release your butterfly pose. If you were using a prop, set it off to the side and lie on your back. Let's move into half wind pose. Draw the left knee in towards the chest and grab a hold of either the front of the shin or the back of the thigh. Lengthen the right leg straight onto the ground. And let's find some movement. On your inhalation, move the left knee away from the chest. And as you exhale, draw the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Try that a few more times. Inhaling, moving the knee away from the chest. Exhaling, drawing the knee in towards the body. Now let's hold the left knee in towards the body. Can the left knee move in closer towards the left shoulder as you exhale? Now we're going to release the left knee and let it fall out to the left. The left sole of the foot points towards the right leg. You can draw your arms up overhead if you want to stretch the chest. Coming into a supine tree pose. Allow the left hip and the left knee, the left leg to relax. Use your inhalation to draw the left knee back to center. Shift onto the right hip and take the left knee all the way over to the right for a supine twist. Open the left arm out to the left. Make sure that the shoulders stay plugged into the ground. Inhale, come back to center onto the back. Draw the right knee in towards the chest. Let's find that movement that we did on the left side. As you inhale, draw the right knee away from the body. Exhaling, drawing the right knee towards the right shoulder. A few more times on your own. Now hold the right knee in towards the shoulder. Feel that release in the lower back. Make sure the lower back is moving down towards the ground. Now release the right leg. Bring the right sole of the foot onto the ground and let the right knee fall out to the right. Soften the abdomen and soften the lower back into the ground. Take an inhale to draw the right knee up through center. Take a shift onto the left hip. Take the right knee all the way over to the left for a supine twist. Your inhalation brings you back flat onto your back. Grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet. Bring the soles of the feet together. And then open the legs out into happy baby pose. If this position doesn't work for you, you can always grab the calves or the ankles or the back of the knees. Draw the knees down towards the side of the body. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Release the hips. It may feel good to rock back and forth on the back body. Can you release the hips and the tension in the legs with every exhalation? Hold on to the right foot and release the left foot down onto the ground. Come onto the outer edge of the left foot and let the left knee fall out to the left. If this doesn't work for you, you can just keep the left foot flat on the ground. Use your inhalation. Let's switch over to the left side. Grab a hold of the left outer edge of the foot. Coming into half baby pose, the right knee falls out to the right. Release the left foot down onto the ground. Sit up to grab your bolster. Let's position the bolster right behind the hips, vertically. And we're gonna just drape the upper body and lie right on our bolster. You can keep the legs straight out in front of you or bring the soles of the feet together, letting the knees fall out to the side for supine butterfly pose. This is our last pose of our practice. So make it nice and sweet and cozy. If you have a blanket, you could put a blanket over you. Allow yourself to deep breathe, release, and relax here. Soften the upper back, the lower back, your hip points. And if it feels uncomfortable for the knees to be floating, you can pop some props right under the knees for more support. The arms are heavy, soft. The shoulders melt away from the ears. The muscles of the face are soft. Release your jaw, your forehead, and the muscles around the eyes. With every inhalation, you find and make a little bit more space. And with every exhalation, you release, relax, and let go. Our habits and our practices that we take, the moments leading up to sleep, are important. It can dictate the quality of sleep that we're going to get. It's not just a time for rest, it's when our energy is replenished and our organs naturally heal and restore themselves. So practices like breath work, yoga and movement, turning the lights down low, lighting some candles, it helps our nervous system to switch into that rest and digest mode, which is essential for healing. To end our practice, I'm going to share a piece from Young Pueblo's book, Inward. I gathered my habits and started releasing the ones that can never lead me to lasting freedom and joy. Begin to wiggle the fingers and invite some movement into the body. You can stay here as long as you want. If you want to end practice with me, you'll bring the knees back together, roll over onto one side, Find easy seated pose. Keep your gaze soft or your eyes closed. Take an inhale and sweep the arms out, around, and up. The palms touch above head. Slide your prayer hands down through center and rest them right at your heart center. I thank you for practicing with me this evening. Peace, ease, and relaxation to you.